Shalom, shalom. This is your brother YaHoWaH again, coming at you again with another quick video. I just want to share this thing right here, which I think is very profound. And I know many Christians and many Messianics do not seem to mention it or bring it up. They talk about Jesus, Yahushua, YaHoWaH, Yahusha is mentioned throughout the whole Bible. He's written about all through the Bible. Yet, he is never mentioned one time by name. Never mentioned by name. One time. Never the name or the title King or Messiah with his name to address what he will be doing when he come, what role he will play in the scheme of things according to YaHoWaH. What major role will he play according to the salvation plan of the Most High? Even though many people say he's spoken of throughout the whole Bible, he's prophesied about, but never is his name mentioned. Never is he given the same honor that YaHoWaH gives to a foreigner. King Cyrus. I'm sure you remember King Cyrus. The one that YaHoWaH mentioned before he was even born. The one that YaHoWaH said what he will do and how he will set free his people, how he will give orders and commands for the people to go back and to rebuild their land and the temple. He gave decrees for them to do such, for the people to do such. And YaHoWaH even called this foreigner, this pagan king, his Messiah, his Mashiach, his Christ. Now let's see where we can see that at. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 44, starting at verse 28. And then we will immediately go down to verse 45 and 1. Now this is Isaiah chapter 44 and verse 28. I will be doing this out of the King James Version of the Bible. That saith Cyrus, he is my shepherd, and shall perform all my pleasure. Even saying to Jerusalem, thou shalt be built, and to the temple thy foundations shall be laid. Chapter 45. Thus saith YaHoWaH to his anointed. Now, to his anointed, to his Christ. To Cyrus, whose right hand I have upholden, to subdue nations before him. I will loose the loins of kings, to open before him the two-leaved gates, and the gates shall not be shut. Wow. We see YaHoWaH given this honor, given the title of Christ, Messiah, Mashiach, to a foreigner, to a pagan king that he calls by name before he was born. Said what his role will be before he was born. And calls him his shepherd. And call him his Christ, his anointed one. Yet nowhere through the Tanakh, nowhere through the Old Testament do YaHoWaH give the same honor to Jesus. Excuse me for that. I accidentally tugged my headphones. He doesn't give his dear son, his only begotten son, according to the Gospels. He don't give him that honor. Yet we are expected to believe that he is prophesied about throughout the whole Bible. He is mentioned plainly in the Bible by types and shadows. Yet YaHoWaH didn't use types and shadows dealing with Cyrus. He called Cyrus by name. He said what Cyrus would do for him. He said Cyrus would do all his pleasure. He said Cyrus is his shepherd, is his anointed one. Wow. Only if Jesus got that type of honor. Now, Jesus is supposed to be the most spoke of figure throughout the Bible. The Bible is all about him. Yet not one time do we get his name mentioned. Not one time is it anything clear cut about him. Not one time do the Father honor him by calling him by name. Yet he was from the beginning. Yeshua, Jesus, YaHoWaH in the gospel said he was with the Father from the beginning and he shared in his glory. Yet YaHoWaH, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, said nobody shares his glory. He would share his glory with no one. Yet somehow Jesus in the gospel said he did share glory with God. And God said no one does. That's just something else. That's just a sidebar note right there. But anyway, I'm about to end this video. Just think about that. If Jesus is so precious to the Father, to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he is such an important figure that we are to believe upon, that we are to ask to come into our hearts, to enter our minds. Yet the Father never stresses such about him. Never mentions him one time. The only time YaHoWaH talks about a son, he calls that son by name. Israel, David, Solomon, he calls them by name. If he has a Christ or a Mashiach, he calls them by name. We know who he's talking about. But not one time do Jesus of Nazareth, Jesus from the Galilee, YaHoWaH, Yahushua, whatever name you address him as, not one time do the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob address him or mention him. Nowhere does he give him the honor, the detail, and the attention as he does this pagan king, an alien king, a foreigner. Anyway, I'm going to end on that note. This is your brother Yael Ezra Ben Levy. Till next time, peace.